Oh, I think about it all the time. I think about it. There's not a day that goes by that July 26, 2012 at 11:05 p.m. doesn't cross my mind.
That's Anderson Police Officer Marty Dulworth talking about the night this summer when he was shot by a man with an AK-47. It's also the night when Dulworth lost his canine partner, Kilo.
And Officer Dulworth is now talking only to Wish TV's Jay Hermasinski about what happened that night and his road to recovery.
Getting around isn't easy for Anderson Police Officer Marty Dulworth. For the past 3 months, he's had to rely on crutches and wheelchairs. Ask him about it, and he'll tell you he doesn't like it. But he'll also tell you this.
Well, I can tell you the most amazing thing is I'm alive. A lot of things happened that night that I didn't die there on the street.
That night was July 26th. Panic filled a Pendleton neighborhood. A man armed with an AK-47 killed a neighbor.
Stop. Stop.
Police, including Dulworth and his canine partner Kilo, responded. The two were ambushed in an alley. Both were hit by gunfire.
Shot him and then shot me twice out of 20 rounds from not very far away. I would say 12 to 15 feet away with a fully automatic AK-47.
When the injured police dog became aggressive toward another officer, Kilo had to be put down.
So if it wasn't for Kilo, I wouldn't be here. So he's absolutely a hero.
The night ended with the suspect killing himself and paramedics rushing Dulworth to St. Vincent's ER. He'd been shot in the right leg and left foot. This x-ray, taken before surgery, shows bullet fragments and multiple complex fractures in Dulworth's foot. The bullet destroyed most of the bones and tissue.
I truly expected to wake up and not have a foot.
During surgery, doctors used metal screws and plates to replace the bones. But in order to save the foot, new tissue and muscle had to be added. That would come from Dulworth's stomach area.
We took tissue from his abdomen, his rectus abdominis muscle, which is half of the six-pack that people talk about. We take the blood vessels with it and plug those blood vessels into blood vessels in his foot to restore the blood supply. Can we take a look at it?
Dr. Kevin Knox of the Indiana Hand to Shoulder Center carried out the technically difficult surgery, which is now being called a success. The bulge you see on Dulworth's bandaged foot is the stomach muscle, called a flap, Dr. Knox attached.
The flap will have some bulk to it that will probably necessitate getting special shoes made, but beyond that, he'll be able to walk as if he didn't have the injury.
The flap will diminish in size. Walking without crutches is likely months away, but Dulworth says he can see the foot is healing.
And just up till about a month ago, that's when I started seeing all the major changes. It seemed like every day I would wake up and it would be a little smaller.
Helping Dulworth through his recovery is his wife, Jessica. The couple will happily tell you about the day Marty was discharged from St. Vincent's. That's because it's the same day they got married.
We wasn't going to let it pass. I'm not going to let some bad guy who wants to shoot me take away my wedding.
Nurses, doctors, and hospital staff made sure the couple had everything they needed for the wedding, including a 3-tier wedding cake. Once the reception was over, Dulworth left the hospital with a new foot and a new wife.
We were married, had the reception, went back to the room, packed up, and was gone.
Jay Hermasinski, 24 Hour News 8.